You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in.
All right, you guys. So y'all let me know if y'all can hear me as y'all tap on in. Appreciate everybody that's going to join this stream. And we're going to talk about what's going on right now in this country, man, which is just absolutely devastating to see what's going on. I appreciate everybody who support the channel, man. Everybody who's locked in. Shout out to Save the Children for the donation to the Cash App. I appreciate it. Also, somebody else that has sent a 25 spot in the Cash App. Let me show you love too. And if y'all want to donate, all y'all gotta do is click that link. It's pinned up in the upper left hand corner of the screen. Nia Pickett, salute to you. You came through with a $25 donation in the Cash App yesterday, as well as Save the Children. Salute to you. And so we're gonna get right into this video, man. Right. We're gonna get right into this video. All right. So check it out, man. Donald Trump has now announced that, and to the person who said, who you go scaring your audience with this bullshit. Okay, sir. You think I'm trying to scare the audience? Well, I won't even say anything else right now. I'll let him say it.
No, but I was watching this and I'm hearing them saying, could he be losing the MAGA base? I don't think so. You know why? Because MAGA wants to win, number one. Number two, they want our country protected. They don't want another country out there that's hostile and crazy to have a nuclear weapon. And number three, they like us protecting certain allies, whether it's Israel or Saudi Arabia or Qatar or UAE, any of them. They want that. MAGA wants strength and they want victory. They want success. And that's what we have. And we have been very, very successful. You know, when I went into Venezuela, I said, man, because I campaigned on the fact peace through strength, you wouldn't have to use it. I said, you'll never have to use it. But sometimes use it. And Cuba's next, by the way, but pretend I didn't say that, please. Pretend I didn't say that. Please, 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 media, please disregard that statement. Thank you very much. Cuba's next. Quote.
Now, Donald Trump just said that he's invading Cuba next. Cuba says, hey, we're preparing for war. If they come over here, we're preparing for war. And to the brother who said that I'm doing that, your ass is blocked, nigga. Your name is KDub9350. You don't even watch the news. You don't even watch the press conferences. You don't watch anything this old senile dude said yesterday. So it's over with, sucker. He said that he is going after Cuba next. This is all planned. This is all to keep you distracted from the Epstein files. Continue to keep chaos going. Continue to keep foolishness going. Yeah, he said it with a straight face. And you think he gives a damn that the economy is crumbling? I'm not making this stuff up. Look at the stock market. To the fool who I just blocked, you idiot coming in here running your mouth. Don't ever run your mouth to me, boy. What the hell you talking about, nigga? You come up in here, nigga, you run up on this fire, you get burnt, little nigga. You see what I'm putting on the screen right here, sir? You see, so they've been at war for a little over a month now. Gas prices over $1 higher. National. Right? So what the hell you think is gonna happen in 3, 4, 5, 6 months when you still have this war going on? You dudes are clowns. Come in here running your rabbit ass mouth to me. And this man came out here with a straight face and said that he's going to invade Cuba. And the Cuban leaders just came out 3 days ago. We did a video on it and said that they are preparing for war. If Donald Trump comes over there trying to F with them, they're preparing their military for war. But you go sit over here and talk about some, you will come here and talk some cap, talking about some fear. Nigga, shut your bitch ass up, nigga. See, what y'all don't want is people to give people truthful and factual information. This dude is a loose cannon, point blank period, who's running around here playing war games with real lives. Unless it just comes to Barron. And I'm happy of what Jesse the Body Ventura said the other day. Jesse the Body Ventura went in. Jesse the Body Ventura says, hey, man, why don't you send Barron Trump over there? I want y'all to hear what Jesse the Body Ventura had to say about this weasel. And y'all praise this dude. This dude is a weasel. Point blank period. Donald J. Trump is a weasel. He is an absolute weasel. No question about it. And y'all praise these weasels. Now let's get into it. Because I'm gonna play this. You a whole sucker out here. You gonna come here and tell me what I just played to you, sucker? Go listen to what the Cuban leader just said the other day. He said we're constantly preparing for war, and if the United States come over here, you know what time it is. It's gonna be on and cracking. And Donald Trump says, oh, Cuba's next. So when you come in here talking about somebody, ain't nobody make shit up, sucker. He said this out of his own damn mouth yesterday, but I know you punks don't listen.
You wouldn't have to use it.
Listen.
I said you'll never have to use it, but sometimes use it. And Cuba's next, by the way, but pretend I didn't say that, please. Pretend I didn't say that. Please, media, please disregard that statement. Thank you very much.
Did you hear what I just said? Boy? Did you hear what I just said, boy? Yeah, I'm calling you a boy. Did you hear what I just said, boy? Stop playing with me, little man. Stop playing with me. This is the type of shit that Donald J. Trump is pulling off. And once again, as I told y'all, the economy is starting to crumble. I ain't lying. All you gotta do is the research and the information for yourself. And the people, they ain't gonna really say that until it really hit them deep in their pockets. And they realize that this dude is a bigger dummy than what everybody. Well, I already knew what type of time he was on. I already knew what type of time he was on. But I've already told y'all, these dudes are absolute stone cold weasels online. And they'll come in here and lie to y'all. And I played this to y'all. So he can't nobody come in here and say, oh man, you making up shit. No, I played his own words. That man said he's gonna invade Cuba next. How are you invading foreign countries that ain't effing with you? You using the military, you're putting people's lives at risk over a game you playing. This dude is a straight clown. Are y'all okay with this? Let's be serious about what we're saying to everybody in this chat room. Are y'all okay with this? I want everybody to think about this. Are y'all okay with this? I got more too. You damn well better believe I got more heat too. I got more heat. Do not think it's a game. I've told you guys this a million times. This dude is off the hinges. So not only are y'all watching the economy, the stocks are way down. Gas prices going up. But I guess we're making this up too, right? I guess this is what you said we do. Oh, you guys are trying to do fear tech. No, we're not. We're telling you the stone cold truth. That mofo went up on the stage yesterday and said he's going to invade Cuba next. You cool with that shit? Going over here fucking with people's countries. And this is what he said he wasn't going to do. Went right to your face and lied. Are y'all cool with that? Man went right to your face and lied. Told y'all all during the election, I'm not gonna do that. I'm the candidate of peace. I'm the peacetime candidate. This is what he said. Bold-faced, stone cold motherfucking lie. Bold-faced, stone cold motherfucking lie. Just a lie. I'm talking about just a lie. Lie his ass off. When, and then his delusional buffoons will believe anything he say. Smash the like button, y'all come on in, because you know I'm gonna stir fry these niggas. Y'all already know these niggas getting cooked. They come anywhere around me, I'm stir frying any of them niggas.
So we're going to stop wars. No more wars, no more disruptions. We will have prosperity and we will have peace. Under Trump, we will have no more wars, no more disruptions, and we will have prosperity and peace for all. I am the candidate of peace. I am peace. She would get us into World War III because she is too grossly incompetent to do the job, and then all of your sons and daughters will end up getting a draft notice, the thing called a draft. Dad, what's this? Oh.
All of your sons and daughters will end up getting a draft notice. That's what he said would happen if you voted for Kamala Harris. But it looks like the draft notice may be coming from Donald J. Trump. This dude's a big-ass liar. And y'all all sit here and people make excuses for this shit. I would unsubscribe to anybody capping for this mofo. I tell you the truth, I would unsubscribe from all these bums that are capping for this dude. Straight up, man. Straight up, man. This man is a bold-faced, stone-cold liar, just like all the rest of them politicians. And this is why I told y'all. This is why I told y'all this, man. I would want to be done with all of this type of shit, bro. I'll be honest with y'all, man. All they do is play games with the people. Scream Democrat, scream Republican. A bunch of fucking kid games. And you playing with real people's lives.
Congratulations, you've been drafted into the military. You're going to fight a war against a country that nobody's ever heard of. Isn't it true? Isn't it ridiculous? Cut.
Now, this is what he says. This is what he says. But, like I said before, these people are weasels. They're weasels, man. They are absolute weasels. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I have to give a big shout out. And this is a guy that I thought that he should have ran. But they would have tried to push him out too. And that's Jesse the Body Ventura. Jesse the Body Ventura. He gets so much respect on the whistle. Because he ain't out here capping like these bums is capping. And Jesse the Body Ventura actually put in work. Right? So when I listen to a guy like Jesse the Body Ventura, and you listen to what he said, let's listen to what he said. I want you to listen to what Jesse the Body said. Right? Listen to what Jesse the Body said. Let's get to it.
US Navy SEAL, a former professional wrestler, a former actor, and a former governor of Minnesota. We've had many memorable interviews over the years. I'm pleased to say he joins me again now. Jesse, how are you?
I'm doing good, Piers. It's been a long time for you and I. I tried to retire, but unfortunately, they sent the Gestapo to my high school, and they hit it with chemical weapons, which are a war crime, and that brought me back out of retirement to stand up against the war criminal in the White House.
Wow. Well, that sounds suitably dramatic.
Well, that's the way it happened. I mean, I was retired. I hadn't watched the news since the last election. My son said, "You're way better, Dad. You're not tense anymore. Keep it up." And then lo and behold, these ICE characters, I call them the Gestapo, and I think I can do that. And let me get something straight right now, Piers, so people know where I'm coming from. My Uncle Emil fought in World War I. My parents both fought in World War II. My father had 6 bronze battle stars in Europe. My mother was a nurse in North Africa, which predated Normandy, fighting Rommel, the Desert Fox, the greatest German general. Both my parents were World War II veterans. My brother and I are both Vietnam veterans and member of the Navy UDT SEAL. We both did 2 tours to Southeast Asia. So everyone in my family is a war veteran. I wanted to get that out right now so it'll help with the things that I'm going to say to you in the moments to come.
So ICE agents came to your school, you said?
What's that?
You said the ICE agents came to your school?
Yeah, the ICE agents came to the school where I went to high school, chasing some guy down just like the Gestapo. And I heard people were offended calling them that. Really? I can tell you right now, if my parents would have been alive and they would have seen what happened in Minneapolis, they would have called it the Gestapo too. So they come to my school, they use tear gas and pepper spray at the school. Now, here's a question I have, Piers. My uncle Emil fought in World War I, and he was gassed. He came home, but his life was ruined. He could never do anything. What did they do? They outlawed it. Gas using chemical weapons became a war crime. Why is it that you can't use them on your enemy, but you're allowed to use them on your own people?
Great question. Great question. But see, then nobody want to talk about this type of shit. All these dudes want to do is talk about chasing bags and shit like that. These people are clowns, bro. Clowns. And I mean it in every sense of the word. Clowns. That's what they are. That's what they are. Clowns. Right? Straight up. No respect for them whatsoever. I got no respect for these cats. None. Maybe y'all respect them. I don't. And this is the current situation that's going on. This is the current situation that's going on in our country. And y'all all watching it play out right here in front of the world. Thank you to Donald Trump and to all the buffoons that voted for him and that finally sit out here and watch the country be destroyed by this guy. And again, they don't care. You know why they don't care? They only care about them damn selves. They some selfish bastards. Yeah, that's the only thing they care about. Sad. Yeah, y'all smash the like button. You see the numbers right there, man. It's crazy as hell what the numbers looking like, man. Yeah, man. You see them numbers right there, man? That's ridiculous, man. Look at the screen. Look at the stock, y'all. That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And this is the same guy that y'all voted for because y'all thought the numbers was gonna look good for him with the economy. Y'all thought we was gonna stay out of wars, the economy was gonna look good and everything. This man don't came and out here playing with people's lives. It put all the American citizens' lives at risk, all around the world. Because he want to play and other people. And y'all don't want to call him out and shit. Testing files. Let's get to that right. Created fear tactics for the to have a lame ass reason for you bums to start a war. When Iran did nothing. They didn't do nothing. Who did they attack in the United States of America? Right? He came out saying, oh, Obama, it's Obama that's gonna, Obama's the one that's gonna start the war. He's gonna start a war, you guys. Obama. This is what he did. He played that race game with you. Exactly what he did. Played a race game. Got everybody riled up off the race game, right? Everybody riled up off the race game, right? Obama, Kamala, all this other shit, right? Obama's gonna start a war. That's what he's gonna do. I'm telling you, it's gonna destroy the country. So if Obama started a war, it's gonna destroy the country. But Obama didn't start a war. You do start a war, but it's okay for you. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. But let's keep going because Jesse Ventura keep cooking his sorry ass.
That has always been, where is the media on this? You know, using chemical weapons against our own people, which is in essence a war crime.
Well, I think I wouldn't describe the gas used by ICE agents as chemical weapons. I mean, that infers the weapons of mass destruction.
Now listen to Peter Kaplan. Cook his ass, Jesse.
Yes, they're spraying people from 6 inches away right in their face. I can't use that in war. I wasn't allowed to carry tear gas or any type of chemical weapon in war. It's banned from war. It's considered a war crime. You can't use it against your enemy, but you can use it against your own people. Doesn't something ring wrong there for you, Piers?
Well, a lot rang wrong about what was going on in Minnesota, and I'm very glad that it has been resolved, at least for now. And I think
it hasn't been resolved.
Well, no, not completely, but
nothing's been resolved.
No, I understand.
We have 2 dead people here.
Yeah,
2 people were killed by the Gestapo here.
Yeah, I understand. And those investigations are ongoing, but at least the ICE activity that was going on and the way it was being conducted has been removed from Minnesota, which is a good thing. And I thought what happened was appalling. And I said so at the time. Let me ask you about Iran and your view of this war.
Now, we're going to get into this right now. So now, listen to what Jesse says about this. And this is why I like listening to guys like Jesse, because he makes sense. See, when y'all listen to guys like Futon and all these people, they ain't never did shit but sit on YouTube all day talking about bag chasing and shit. This would let y'all know these dudes are buffoons. These dudes ain't never even thought about having to have no real type of action, because when you do, you think about the consequences of that. So the last thing you want to do is get involved in war. But why is Donald Trump doing this? We know why. Because he wants to distract from the Epstein files. Let's keep going.
Well, here's how I feel about it. There's a simple thing as a leader, and you know this having been in the military. Trump wouldn't know it because he's a draft-dodging coward.
Right.
But anyway, it's this. A war is justified if you're willing to send your kids.
Say it again. Hold on. Say it again. Say it again. A war is justified. And to the person who said Iran was threatening us, know your role and shut your mouth. Donald Trump and the United States have been threatening people for in eternity. The United States of America have been threatening people for eternity. What are you talking about? They're threatening us. They hadn't laid a finger on us. The United States of America, we have to look at ourselves. We have been threatening people for decades. The hell is wrong with you, Kalina? Know your role and shut your damn mouth. The United States of America have been threatening countries for decades. We're currently threatening Cuba. They ain't did a damn thing to us in damn near 30 years. Donald Trump is sitting up there threatening to take their country. What the hell is wrong with you? Wash your brains of the foolishness. 100% agree with Jesse the Body Ventura said. If you ain't willing to send your kids out there to fight, that war ain't justified, sucker. But you willing to send somebody else's kids out there to die. What the hell is wrong with you? Sit your raggedy ass down somewhere when grown folks talking. Come in here with that. This ain't the right channel for that. Because I want all that smoke. I want all of it. What the hell is wrong with you? Sit over, this ain't that. Yeah, because you keep effing with people all the time. Maybe if you sit down, shut the hell up, and leave people alone, they won't bother you. Talking about how many sleeper cells over here. We got people over in their countries. Why do you think they don't want to roll with us? They want us out of their countries, out of their regions, out of their politics. What's wrong with you? They don't want to be Americanized. They don't want to be Westernized. They don't want any of the way we live. They want to live how they live. Leave them people alone. Talking this dumbass, capping ass shit to me. I'm a whole different level. I'm not Futon. I'm not none of these clowns. PDB podcast, I ain't none of them. Melanie King, I ain't none of them. I'm on a whole different level. Mentally, spiritually, physically, psychologically, they can't fuck with me. Just because I was on here talking basketball, I'm having food to you niggas. Let's keep going.
know it because he's a draft-dodging coward. But anyway, it's this. A war is justified if you're willing to send your kids.
Facts.
Because how can you send somebody else's kids to a war if you won't send your own? So I'm calling right now for Barron Trump. Donald Trump's son, after all, he's had 3 wives. He's had kids by each wife, and nobody's ever served in the military. To my knowledge, a Trump in the last 100 years has never done military service. Well, Barron, you can change that. Enlist in the United States military right now. Do something your father didn't have the courage to do. Do something your father didn't have the patriotism to do. I want to see a Trump in the military. Everybody in my family has served, so I think I can say that with all due confidence. Come on, Trumps. Don't just reap the benefits of this free world. Somebody put on the uniform, and that's you, Barron. And I heard the excuse that Barron might be too tall. David Robinson served on active duty. He was 7 feet tall before he ever went to the San Antonio Spurs basketball team. David Robinson went to the United States Navy Military Academy. He's one of my officers, not directly, but he would have been.
Stir fry their ass.
Okay.
Jesse. Stir fry their ass. He ain't lying. David Robinson did. Come on, man. We ain't gonna talk about this. See, they don't want to keep it 100 with you. See, a war is only justified if you're willing to send your kids. So all these people out here screaming, we have to. Okay, are you willing to send your kids out there? If you ain't, know your role and sit down and shut your mouth. We ain't got nothing to talk about. That's why I 100% have agreed with Jesse Ventura for years. For years, I've agreed with Jesse the Body Ventura. For years. Y'all think about this. Ain't none of Trump's people served, none of his family, but they'll send other people out here to die. Meanwhile, if you die, guess what's going to happen? They're going to sit in the suite. They're going to sit in the place, and I'm going to say this again, right? And to the person who said Team Trump, God's chosen. Now, ain't God's chosen. God don't choose you to sit up here and talk the way Donald Trump talk, Kalina. Sorry. God, I don't know what God you talking about. God don't choose you to sit up there and talk about grabbing women by the pussy. He don't do that. That's what Donald Trump does. Donald Trump talks about grabbing women by the P-U-S-S-Y. Donald Trump talks about walking around those pageant stages, analyzing and inspecting the woman and shit like that. The hell is wrong with you? You better learn who the hell I be, girl. Come up here talking that shit. I got to get the guy. I can talk with the best of them. And I can back my shit up. Period. So like I said before, you in here running your mouth. And think about this. I said this the other day. All these other world leaders, they learn how to speak different languages, English and everything. Donald Trump, he's a peon. He doesn't care about anything else except for himself. You think he gonna learn anybody else's culture? He wanna know anything else about him? No, he doesn't care. So how can you be a leader if you're not compassionate to other people's plights? If you don't have an open mind to think about what other people are going through in other countries? He doesn't care. He can care less. And guess what? From his decisions and his actions, everybody that's listening to this video can suffer, but he won't suffer. His family won't suffer. You know why? Because they got a fortified bunker somewhere. They got an Air Force One that can fly forever somewhere that his people going to be in. They're going to be safe. You want to keep playing this game with me? Run up on this fire, you get burnt. Run up on this fire, you get burnt. I ain't the one. You don't want to put none of them in the room with me. I will annihilate every last one of these buck dancers that's running around here on YouTube lying and capping for Donald Trump. I will stir fry every last one of them because they're all liars. Period. And they can't hit me with the old ticket. Here you go with the Democrat, because fuck Democrats too, nigga. They full of shit too. Now what? Let's get to it.
Look, it's one argument that a Trump should serve. That's a perfectly reasonable argument to make. A lot of people feel that way. But it doesn't change what's going on in Iran. What is your view of this war? Do you think it's a legitimate war? Many people think that the Iranian regime has been the instrument of terror through the Middle East for 40
Of course they
years.
have been. Of course they have been, Piers. But wait a minute. Trump then calls you guys NATO cowards. Wait a minute. NATO is set up to protect. That means that if a NATO country is attacked, they will all join together to repel it. It doesn't go in reverse. It doesn't mean if one of the NATO countries starts a war that all the others have to join in. That ain't part of the deal. The deal is protection, not aggression.
Fact.
And we started this war, and then he's calling you guys a bunch of cowards because you won't come in and help him. Well, why didn't he talk to you beforehand? And second of all, that isn't what the mission is. The mission is to protect the countries if they're attacked, not to go on the offense and do the attacking.
Yeah, he ain't lying. He ain't lying. Where they at, y'all? Where's they at? Why they don't want this smoke? Where are they at? Y'all gotta ask yourself this question. Why are these people ducking this smoke? Huh? Why are they ducking this smoke, y'all? Make it make sense. It have to make sense.
Do you think America was justified in joining Israel in the attack on Iran?
No.
Why not?
Absolutely not. Because we started the war. I'm not for starting any war. We fired the first shot.
Yep. Period.
Plain and simple.
Plain and
You
simple.
want to put it in Rambo terms? We drew first blood.
Yep.
Many would argue, of those who support the war, that Iran had drawn a lot of blood through this regime for a very long time. They had supported and propped up. Well, hang on, Jesse. They had armed groups like Hamas and the Houthis and Hezbollah for decades. They had wreaked utter havoc, drawing enormous amounts of blood, and that actually the reason America and Israel had to deal with them now was that they were imminently going to get a nuclear weapon and may well use it. What do you say to that?
Well, here's what I say. Let's get the real history in. You know, I listen to people like Congressman Lawler in New York. They all love to go back to 1979, the day the Ayatollahs took over. They conveniently don't go back to when I was alive. I'm a little older than them. Let's go back to 1953, shall we? When Iran had a democratic elected president.
Thank you. I told y'all this. You can go back to 59, and this is how you know these people don't know shit about politics. Iran had a democratically elected president. Everybody keeps saying, hey man, we want a democracy. We want to be free. They had that. And guess what happened? The United States and another country thought, okay, you know what? F that. We're going to go and we're going to do a coup d'etat. We're going to infiltrate them. I told y'all this 2 weeks ago on this channel. What really happened, what really started this whole shit with the United States and Iran. They lied to y'all in the fucking media. But I'll let Jesse the Body Ventura tell y'all.
The United States didn't like him. We pulled a coup d'etat, and what did we do? We stuck the authoritarian dictator, the Shah, in power. That's when the I Hate America started.
Thank you. When you went over there fucking with them people, see, everybody don't know the true history. They tell y'all something, 1979. No. Let's go back to the 50s. When they had a democratically elected leader in the United States, and I believe it was the UK, got together and was like, nah, fuck all that, man. We don't like this guy. We don't like we don't like who they elected. Now imagine if other countries say, hey man, we don't like Donald Trump. We're gonna go over there and remove him from office. Even though he was elected. Right? But think about this shit now. This is exactly what happened. But see, these people don't know nothing about history. So you can't talk to them. You can't have no fucking conversation with them. Because they're clowns. They ass clowns. Point blank period. They ass clowns. And this is what happens when you're dealing with clowns. You're going to get a clown show. No doubt about it. Right? So that is the truth about how this entire thing with the United States and Iran started. So when these ladies, that scrub of a lady comes in here and runs her mouth, they've been screaming death to America for 47 years. Why have they been doing it? And to the person who says, how can you say anything about any side? You never voted in. Because both sides are full of shit. That's why I didn't vote, Janet Jackass. The hell is wrong with you? Your name is Demetrius. Sit down and shut the hell up. The hell is wrong with you? Your name is Demetrius. Sit down and shut your ass up, nigga. That's why, fool. Why do I have a voice? Because I pay taxes, you punk son of a bitch. That's why. And anybody in the country that pays taxes, you got a right to have a voice. So shut the hell up, son. The hell is wrong with you? If you a tax-paying citizen, you have a right to speak your mind and let them hang, boy. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do, Demetrius. Now sit your ass down somewhere and shut the hell up. The hell is wrong with you? Just because they put two bad options on the table don't mean I gotta take one of the worst or bad options. No, I don't like any option. Fuck them. And I ain't gonna choose the option until you put something up there that's respectable. You rat, bat, son of a, I ain't even gonna say it to you. So sit your ass down and shut the hell. Do you want real smoke with me, Demetrius? Demetrius, do you want some real smoke? Or you just talking, sucker? Capping ass. Where he at? Find him. Tell him to come back in the comments and say, hold on, let me find this chump. Right? Where he at? Where he at? Where is that bum at? Somebody tell me where that bum is. Where's that bum? Where he at? Demetrius, where you at? I'm looking for you in the comment section, brother. You came in here playing with somebody. See, you must think I'm futon on one of these dudes who, you know what I'm saying, just because you sit in front of a high rise and you got people thinking that you get into a real serious bag, they glorify and magnify that shit. Nah, nigga, you gotta have some type of brains and some type of substance behind that shit, bro. I'm sorry. Where you at, boy? I woke up this morning and chose violence, sucker. Now let's get to it. Where you at, Demetrius? Bring your ass. Come on now. Y'all see these people? These people tell you, if you didn't vote, you couldn't say, no. If you pay taxes, I'm going to say it again, period. You said people died to have a right to vote. No, they died so I can have a right to freedom, sucker, to freedom of choice. That means to vote or not to vote. That means that I don't have to be forced to vote, asshole light. Did you hear what I said, asshole light? You said pick a side. Yeah, I picked a side. My side's called truth, asshole. The rest of them dudes' side is called lies. So I don't stand on that side, Demetrius. You easy work, boy. Once again, people died for us to have freedom. Freedom of desertion, sucker. Freedom, right? Here's the situation, little man. Without freedom, what do you have? Dictatorship. That means you're forced to do something. That's what dictators do. They force you to do something. Or you have to vote for this. No, I don't have to vote for shit. If I don't like what's on the side, if I don't like Kamala, if I don't like Donald Trump, I ain't voting for either one of them. Fuck them. And feed both them motherfuckers beans. Period. And guess what? They fought so I had that right to freedom of desertion, sucker. See, this is what happens when you get in the arena with a real nigga, boy. Not one of these capping ass, low budget, low mind ass Negroes running around here on YouTube, capping saying dumb country bumpkin shit. I'm a different stratosphere, Demetrius. I don't think you really want this smoke, boy. Like I said before, if you are a tax-paying citizen, sucker, you have a right to have a voice. You pay taxes. Period. That's what gives you discernment, sucker. You got skin in the game, right? Now, you want to keep bumping your lips? You got some other lie you want to come in here and talk about, Demetrius? Because I got time to cook your sorry ass today. You easy work. A caveman can do it, boy. You easy work. Imagine somebody forcing you and telling you, you have to go in there and vote for somebody. No, I ain't got to vote for shit. This is a free country. This is the reason why we were given this opportunity to be able to have a discernment to do what we want to do. That's what's called being free. Man. So you want to keep playing these games? You want to keep getting cooked? Because Demetrius, I cook your ass all day. You, the other girl that was in here, Captain, every last one of you. I cook every last one of you. And my phone coming here with them lame ass games talking about something. Well, what? They scream death to America. America screams death to a lot of other people. Like I said, them people wasn't bothering us. Go back and look at the original conflict that popped the whole shit off with Iran. They tell y'all half the story. Iran was a democratically elected government, which means that people went to the ballots and voted. The United States of America did not like who they voted. So what did they do? They went in and invaded and overthrew their government. That's what gave them dictatorship. The United States of America, then you want to turn around and cry about the shit you started. Know your role and shut your mouth. That's why them people don't be effing with the United States, because that's how it really happened, sucker. Then everything that happened after that, then they want to complain. That's like this, y'all. I want to give y'all a perfect example. That's like right now the United States striking Iran, right? Taking out all their leaders. And then Iran comes back after 15 years and does something to the United States. They're going to say, oh, man, well, why did you do that? Oh, yeah. Revenge is a dish that's best served cold, sucker. Remember you hit us first back 15 years ago? Yeah, we just getting that get back. That's how they going to feel. But since you don't have a half a brain to think about these things I'm telling you, this is what's going on. Use your brains. God gave it to you for a reason, sir, to have discernment. He didn't call you Demetrius. He called it for you for a reason.
Coup d'etat, and what did we do? We stuck at a democratic election. They conveniently don't go back to when I was alive. I'm a little old.
Hey, shut that noise up. Killer, shut it up.
Older than them. Let's go back to 1953, shall we? When Iran had a democratic elected president, the United States didn't like him. We pulled a coup d'etat, and what did we do? We stuck the authoritarian dictator, the Shah, in power. That's when the I Hate America started, was way back in the 50s when we interfered in their democratic elections. But how convenient we are that we forget that. Then in 1979, what took place? The Ayatollahs took over, who were probably worse than the Shah. But let's remember, the hatred of America was started by America. It was not started by the Iranians. We interfered in their government way back in the 50s.
And Donald Trump will never tell y'all that. They'll pump lies to y'all. And say, they say death to America. You ain't even asked yourself, well, why are they saying death to America? How did this whole shit pop off? You understand? So the person who says that we don't agree it's a problem, it's not a problem, Demetrius, because I didn't even block you. I just stir-fried your ass. Because I know you're ignorant. So I ain't even block you. It's not really that much of a problem. You on cap and I'm not. That's just the difference. If it was that much of a problem, I'd have said I blocked your stupid ass and got you up out of here. But I didn't even block you. I let you just rock out, dog. Because you need to be educated. Some of y'all need to be educated on real history. Because see, you went to school and you went to sleep during history class. Right? And some of y'all not even been taught correctly. But you want to sit in here, come in here and run your rabbit ass mouth to me? Nah, I ain't the one, nigga. Ask around. And I'm telling you what it is. So when they talk that dumb ass shit, oh, they screamed death to America. What do you mean? Why did they get involved and go over there and interject in them people's policies and their politics? This is the same shit you're watching right now with Cuba. Donald Trump just said yesterday that he's going to go take Cuba too after he says Cuba's next. So you think that's cool for the United States to go around here bullying countries and then all these motherfuckers jump behind? Like I said, they're clowns, right? Think about what I just said. Do some research yourself. That's how y'all know these people don't do research. All they do is listen to propaganda that's put on the news. If you did your own research, you would say, hey, man, let me research what started the beef between America and Iran. That's really what you would do. Then you would see, nah, this just didn't start. This happened. This started back in the 50s. Oh, the United States went over there fucking with their government. Peep how whenever the United States don't like a leader, they go over there and try to overthrow somebody. But the minute somebody comes and try to overthrow the United States leader, then everybody got a problem. The fuck out of here with that bullshit.
And overturned their democratic elected president, and then the dictatorship started with the Shah and now went to the Ayatollahs, and here we are today. But I'd like for Congressman Lawler to at least try to go back in history from before he was born to see what could have occurred, and that the United States was the person that caused the hatred between the two countries.
Yep. Now, why they don't want to tell y'all these truths, though? Y'all got to ask yourselves this question. Why they don't want to tell y'all these truths? Why? Why don't they want to tell y'all the truth? Ask yourself.
I know you're very scathing of Trump now. There was a time when you were on more friendly terms. Here's a clip from you both at WrestleMania 20.
Now, this is when him and Trump were cool. Way back when, before Trump got into politics. Before Trump got into politics, they was cool. You know what I'm saying? But once Trump started getting into politics and you started to see all this shit and how he believed, now you see what's going on. You see, okay, well, damn, this dude is really, like, something wrong with this cat. Like, he really, you know what I'm saying? He needs serious help. He needs immediate help. But then let's not stop there, you guys, because remember them niggas said I was capping, right? Right? And to the person who says you have to live with other people, pick your future. What you mean you have to live with other people? That's the point, sir. That's the point. If everybody can get on the same page and stop voting for these jabronis and understand that they're all the same. Every last one of them are the same. I just told you this. Donald Trump talks about he gonna lock up Hillary Clinton. Let me ask you this question, Demetrius. Why didn't Donald Trump lock up Hillary and Bill like he said he was gonna do? Demetrius Bailey, why didn't Donald Trump lock up Hillary Clinton, his good friend? Why he didn't lock her up? I'm just asking you a question, sir. That's all I want to know. Why didn't Donald Trump lock up Hillary Clinton and Bill like he said he was going to do? Matter of fact, Donald Trump just said the other week, I like Bill. He just said just last week he likes Bill Clinton. Make it make sense. Why did Donald Trump talk all that hot boy shit about locking up Hillary Clinton? Why she ain't behind bars? This is what he campaigned on. The first time. But they got you fooled. Not me. Not me. They got you fooled, boy. Can't fool. Run up on this fire. Can't fool me. Now tell him to answer that question. I want everybody to tell him to answer that question. Why can't he answer that question, y'all? That should be an easy question to answer. Right? You said, what do I think should be done to both parties? Both parties should be, they should both be dissolved. Democrats and Republicans. Period. Because it take money out of the politics. Because once you take money, you take influence. Because here's what happens. People can put money behind Kamala, put money behind Trump, and then guess what? They have influence with them. So now you have different people that's running this thing because they have financially backed these guys and they've helped them get to certain positions. So now they owe them favors. So now you're in favor of them instead of the country. Period. Right? So this is why you should get rid of both parties. The two-party system should be eliminated. Democrat, Republican Party should be eliminated. That eliminates all the crybaby shit that's going on. All the little whining and back and forth bullshit that's going on. That it eliminates all of that. And that is very important that is done. That needs to happen. Immediately that needs to happen. I'm telling y'all this. Y'all don't understand the level of evil you guys are witnessing. You don't understand it. It's a whole different level of evil that's being witnessed right now. And it's coming from the United States of America and Donald J. Trump. Period. You're watching him on the big stage right now. But all of y'all sat up here and swore that this dude, y'all thought the economy was going to be great. It was going to be smooth sailing, low taxes, all this other shit. Man, boy, did y'all get a rude awakening.
Tumbling on Friday to close at their lowest. Back here in the States, Wall Street reacting to the war in the Middle East. Stocks tumbling on Friday to close at their lowest level in over 7 months. Just look at your screen. The Dow, the S&P, the NASDAQ, all seeing ongoing declines since the start of Operation Epic Fury. Again, exactly 1 month ago today. The drop in these market numbers are led by the volatility in natural energy trading, which, of course, is affecting gas prices. News Nation's Alicia Nieves is live from Bloomfield, New Jersey. Alicia, good morning. I see the sun coming up behind you, which is good. What are you seeing at the gas pump this morning, though?
Yeah, good morning, Henna. It's sticker shock at this gas station and most gas stations around the country right now. We're 3 cents off of a $4, price per gallon here, and that's just a penny off what we're seeing for the national average, around $3.98. But as we now mark a month into this conflict, it's about $1 higher than what we saw ahead of the conflict. And if that seems high on your screen, just be good, happy you're not in California, Hawaii, or Washington, where prices at the pump as high as $5.85. That's up $1.21 in the past month. Now, most experts say, unfortunately, this is probably not the peak of prices at the Strait of Hormuz. I know you've been talking about this all show. That remains closed, and the White House has extended the deadline for Iran to reopen the strait by at least 10 days. That's millions of barrels of oil that's not going to get through the supply chain. That means these pricing pressures are going to increase, and we know the administration has thrown out a bunch of options to try and moderate the pricing pressures, hoping to even bring them down. The latest being potentially rerouting oil from Venezuela. But I have been talking to experts over the last couple of days who say what comes out of Venezuela on a daily basis is a very small fraction of what is not coming out of the Strait of Hormuz. So it'll be an impact potentially, but very marginal, Henna.
Alicia, we've been telling our viewers how we are 1 month into this war. You and I talk.
Kind of makes sense now what Donald Trump was doing, right? Oh, I know we're going to need this oil, so let's go get Venezuela first. Try to get that oil, because I know when I invade these other countries, they're going to try to cut off this oil supply. But the thing is, the Venezuelan oil ain't nowhere near enough. You want to keep playing? You want to keep playing this game? Donald Trump thinks he's smart. He ain't.
Talk about the economy a lot. How is this affordability picture beyond gas prices changing for so many Americans?
Shout out to the brother, the South Finest with the membership. Salute to that brother with the new membership to the channel. Appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, gas prices are the start. They really affect everything from there. Any industry that relies on gas for any part of its supply chain. The second biggest hit we're starting to see is in the airline industry. We've seen international airliners have to add a surcharge because of the diesel fuel hike that they have been dealing with. Domestic airliners have been warning about this. Some of them now coming out and saying we could see price hikes of 20% in terms of airfare over the next couple of weeks if this conflict continues. And the pricing pressure is going to continue to affect almost all other goods. Unfortunately, though, we're not going to know the actual effect for at least another 2 weeks, as most economic data lags 6 to 8 weeks. But I can tell you the data that we do have right now shows ahead of this conflict, we weren't on the best economic footing. Consumers weren't on the best footing. You look at GDP. We grew last quarter only less than 1% from a 4.4% the previous quarter, showing a slowdown in the growth of the economy. Then you look at inflation, the Fed's favorite gauge for that, PCE, that showed that even ahead of this war, prices were moving higher and higher than expected. And then, of course, there's the stock market, which is not the economy, but it is a reflection of real-time angst about the economy. And that is now entering, correction territory for almost all the major averages. And they've actually touched correction territory, at various points throughout the last 4 weeks. And that's basically, 10 to 20% off their highest points. We've heard from the White House over and over again, this is supposed to be short-term pain for long-term safety and long-term gain. The president, in fact, in the last 24 hours saying, after the war, he expects the economy to skyrocket. It's to be determined if that's what ends up happening here. But for right now, it's been a painful month for a lot of Americans, and it's starting to show up in the economy, Henna.
And this fool thinks it's just going to end when he wanted to end. Nope. He lied to y'all. He told y'all they'd already destroyed Iran and it's over with. Why is Iran still striking? If he destroyed Iran, why is Iran still striking? Y'all got to ask yourself that question. Why is Iran still striking if Donald Trump says it's over with? They've been completely annihilated. How are they still, causing all this havoc overseas? Make it make sense. People lie to y'all in y'all face every day. Y'all sit up here, and this man is the most self-bloviated person I've ever seen. Donald Trump. But we're going to get to them Epstein files, because them Epstein files is right there, bro. We're going to get to them Epstein. I promise y'all. We're going to get to them Epstein files. They think they're going to duck them Epstein files. April the 14th, I believe. Yeah, Pam Bondi, you're up next. Your ass is up next. Point blank period. We put you on the docket, right? You go in there and lie, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. Somebody said gas is $6 a gallon up there in Connecticut. Lord have mercy, man. That's crazy. $6 a gallon. Man, and what you think it's going to be in 2 months? They've closed the Strait of Hormuz. And Donald Trump's out here and lied to y'all. And he thinks he's going to go over there and take over the whole strait, calling it the Strait of Trump. This dude is a clown. Don't you know if he had to do that, he would have to invade the entire country? Then what's going to happen? You're going to get Russia. You're going to get North Korea. You're going to get all these other countries in. And Donald Trump's going to fight all these different countries. Watch. Y'all going to see. I want to see if y'all keep that same fucking energy when it pop off like that. Y'all better hope that they get this dude impeached. Y'all better hope that they get these Epstein files out quick that's been hidden and impeach this bum and get him out of office and in handcuffs in somebody's prison where he belonged to be. Because if not, man, I'm trying to tell y'all this right now, man. Trying to tell y'all this, man. You fitting to see. You fitting to see. You fitting to see. So salute to everybody that's tapped in, man. Thought I'd bring y'all an hour of power today. Give y'all, 56 minutes? You know what I mean? I'll be trying to tell y'all what it is, man. Tell the truth to the people in here, man. You know what I'm saying? I was never capping. Point blank, period. You know? And I just don't want to see people have to suffer and go to wars and lose people and die for no reason. Make it make sense. When you can easily resolve a situation, if the person they didn't draw no blood on you. If it's no harm, no foul, no blood, nigga. But since you drawn first blood, now it's a whole different situation now. And now all the people, but see, Donald Trump don't have to suffer. You know why? They got endless streams of income at the level he's at. He still get to go on Air Force One. They get to eat all those great foods, all this shit. Think about what I told y'all the other day. How y'all think they building that ballroom? You think Donald Trump is paying his own money to build a ballroom in the White House? No. She's using taxpayers' money. So I want y'all to think about this, right? He's using your money to pay for a ballroom that you'll never be able to eat in. And if you ever went over there and tried to eat in, they'll arrest you, lock your ass up, and throw your ass in prison. Repeat what I just said now. You could go hungry as hell after paying taxes for years and helping contribute to that piece of shit ballroom. But the day you take your ass up there to the White House and ask, can you get a meal on something that you helped pay for, they'll tell you no, kick your ass up the crack. They'll kick your drawers up the crack of your shitty ass and send you right to prison. Period. Now, think about what I just said. Because that's exactly what they're going to do. Like, share, subscribe.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all click those links below. Subscribe to the podcast show. You can donate support to the channel, Cash App, PayPal, or buy that weight loss formula. All the links are below. Peace.